October 3rd. It is a little after 5. Just got done with work. Just got done trying to do as much as I can for family as I head out for my first sit of the season. And I am very excited to sit tonight. I worked really hard. Really started all in October of last year. I was just doing some scouting in an area and saw a really nice 10 point and started doing some research and found out that you can bow hunt in this particular area. And so I just started getting to work and door knocking within a mile radius, and found this one street that I really liked as far as just bedding, woods, hardwoods, water, just a good mixture of everything, and started targeting this area. And I worked really hard starting in the spring all throughout the summer up until this point. And there was one particular property that I was very interested in getting permission on. It's the biggest parcel in the area, 15 acres, which is massive when it comes to urban hunting. And contacted the CEO last week. He said he didn't have a problem with it as long as they weren't developing there. They are not developing there, and wasn't getting any responses back from him in all my follow-ups, so I was kind of starting to get worried. But this guy's elderly. He's been working really hard all his life, so I don't know how much he works nowadays, and I think he's just enjoying life, which is great, good for him, but not the most responsive. So I switched gears and started contacting executives at his company, and I just literally minutes ago received written permission from their in-house counsel, their attorney, granting me permission, granting me access, and I couldn't be more excited about it, to be honest with you. There is a very large buck in the area. I got footage of him last week, and he's the biggest buck that I have ever hunted in my life. I don't have any recent trail camera pictures of him, but I did have several pictures of him all throughout last week. Our season in Michigan started October 1st, it's October 3rd, so couldn't hunt him last week. But with this permission on this property, and with a camera that he gave me permission to set up last week, I did get footage of a couple of bucks rolling into the property this morning. I don't have a picture of the buck that I'm hunting, but I'm really just hoping that he just didn't walk across the camera and he's with this group. So I'm gonna do my best to sneak in there as quietly as possible. The wind is favorable, but not blowing that hard. I wish it was blowing a little harder so I could just eliminate any chances for swirling. But I don't know how long this buck is gonna stay in this area. So I feel like I have got to take my chances with him before he kind of passes through into his fall range. I'm solo tonight, which is also a bummer. Tried calling several people to see if they could sit with me and film, but no one could do it. So I'm going to be hunting and filming. But this is just the kind of deer that you prioritize the hunt over footage. So I'm going to do the best that I can to capture everything that happens, but priority numero uno is this buck. So I'll check back in a little bit. Time to listen to some music. What a day. I'm about to hunt this buck, and just went to a park of mobile homes. Asked someone for permission if I can access this parcel that I can hunt at from their backyard. They said yes. Needed to do this because of the wind direction. just met Brandon, who's gonna be filming for me, and left him in the middle of this trailer park so I could go park in the public parking area because there's no parking on the street. And he's just hanging out by our equipment, making sure no one steals it. But feels right. Feels like something's gonna happen tonight. So it's October 5th, it's 4:30. Had a lot of interesting things happen today. One, I just met Brandon, who is on film with me tonight. So met a new buddy, that's pretty cool. And I just got permission on this property 2 days ago officially, so super excited about it. There is a very big buck in the area, probably, actually it's definitely the biggest buck that I've ever hunted in my life. We had a difficult kind of wind situation on the area that I was originally going to enter from, so we decided to go to a trailer park and knock on the door and ask if we could enter from someone's backyard. Met a super nice lady. She was really awesome. She gave us permission. But it's just like mobile. It's a mobile home, but it's also just like, this is just urban hunting at its finest. We had lawnmowers going, barbecues going, kids in the street yelling, playing, so. But I'm feeling pretty good about tonight. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna set up along the property line and set up right next to some bedding, so we'll see how it goes. So it's October 16th in the afternoon, and I'm about to hunt the deer that I've been after all year. This is probably my second or third sit of the year. Haven't had any encounters with him yet, but I got a daylight photo this morning, a daylight video this morning about 10 in the area, 10 in the morning, in a pretty core bedding area. So I'm solo today, so I'm gonna be doing the camera thing alone and hunting, so, but deer's the priority. October 16th is a good day. It's the day that my dad was born. It's also, up until this point, October 2016 was a buck that I killed a couple years ago. It was my biggest buck to date, but I'm gonna do everything I can to change that tonight. Happy birthday, Dad. I love you. All right, well, I just walked 20 yards, maybe, into the spot where I'm hunting tonight and bumped him. He just ran across from me at 20 yards. I didn't have any sort of shot. It's an early night. I mean, it's early still, so I'm gonna camp out here for a minute and just make sure that he feels comfortable and not like I'm pursuing him. I'm just gonna think for a minute on what to do. I'm probably gonna go around and get to a position that might work out better for tonight, but it just makes me so angry, dude. I should have thought about this, but I didn't consider it. I mean, he's a very, very mature buck, and he was bedded up on a ridge. I was walking down the ridge. He's bedding up on this ridge because he's got a northwest wind. And he's up on this ridge because it's the southern end of the property. And so he can smell everything that's to his north. Really wasn't anticipating him being here. But hopefully I still got a shot at him tonight. Man, he was 20 yards away. I tried to knock an arrow, but there's too much brush in the way anyways. Not giving up though. I'm gonna swing around and try to get to a different spot. Try to get set up. And hopefully I can kill him. I mean, that's the thing about urban hunting. He doesn't have really far to go, and I can try to anticipate where he's gonna go at this point. But I'm gonna back out of here really quietly. Because I wouldn't be surprised if he's only 50 yards away, max right now, just looking back in this area and seeing if anything's pursuing him. Bummer. Alright, so I tried to swing around one side in the same spot that I was at. Moved very slowly. I killed a lot of time. The wind is changing directions, which is a problem, obviously, and is not what's forecasted. So, I mean, reality is I've bumped him. He's on his feet. He's really wary about the spot that I entered from. So I am swinging around to the other side of this property and entering from a completely different spot in hopes that I can get set up and have a shot. I mean, that's all I can do. He's not out of the area. I mean, he doesn't really have anywhere to go besides the other end of the property. But I got time working against me here. It's almost 5:30. This spot, typically I have to park far away and walk to this person's house because they don't have parking. I'm asking if I can park in their driveway tonight. Maybe give them a little money or something because I need every minute that I can get. But that's what I'm doing. Moving spots. 5:30. Don't got much time. Hopefully this gives me a chance. in the last light. He was just a step ahead of me all day today. He's just a very smart deer. Very cautious deer. Some doe got downwind of me, started blowing at me, and he just stood in the same spot, maybe 15 minutes. I came from the southeast corner of the property, which any hunter would think to do. I stepped into the property, took about 3 or 4 steps, threw out some milkweed because it felt like the wind was swirling, and I thought that was strange. I looked at the fact that I was on a ridge and it was a steep downhill incline, and I just told myself, okay, the wind is swirling because it's hitting this ridge, bouncing off the ridge, bouncing back into the wind and creating a swirling effect. I did not think about the fact that he would probably be up against that ridge, but man, it makes sense. If something was trying to kill me and I had a nose like that, that's probably what I would do too. I try to think in those situations and think that way, but I don't know. Being in Michigan, I don't hunt a lot of ridges. It's actually pretty wild that this property has a very steep ridge. So I haven't hunted property like this before. Most of the property that I hunt is flat. Dang, he is a monster though. He's such a big buck. Alright. Time to get down. So it's October 28th, and I got pictures of my target buck that I've been hunting for the last month. He's like right by my camera, it looks like, so he's got another little buck with him, which is just really surprising that he's still with another little group, little buck. I'm solo tonight again on the camera. I'm going for it tonight, man. I'm gonna get as tight as possible, and I'm gonna hunt a peninsula where I can't really see anything to my south. It's really thick bedding area, but I got shots to the east and to the west, so I'm planning on setting up there. I'm gonna be moving in here very, very quietly, very slowly, and make sure I don't blow this. There's deer on their feet right now. Like, I just got into the woods and spotted a doe about 100 yards away. I just waited till she cleared out. So I'm just gonna make my way very cautiously, very slowly. I'm gonna keep glassing the bedding area where my camera's at, because I have about 4 or 5 different pictures and videos of him this morning from about 8:30 to 10:30, so he's got to be bedded right there. I'm also just going to be scanning the area for other deer, because there are other deer in the area. And when I was hunting him a couple weeks ago, a group of doe got downwind of me, so I'm just trying to be as cautious as possible. It's going to be a tight window tonight too. I got a dinner that I need to go to for something for my wife, and I can't be late. But she's amazing, man. in my stomach. I used to play football and it just feels like game day. But I just gotta put that to the side and be a good predator. Make it happen. Got a very, very good shot tonight. The wind is perfect. He's right here. Now it's all up to me. Alright, so I finally made it to my setup. Took me a very, very long time to get out here. I'm about maybe 60 yards from my trail camera that I saw him on this morning, so I pretty much climbed on my hands and knees about 200 yards to get to this point. I think that he is bedded down within 100 yards of where I'm at right now. And if he does what I think he's gonna do tonight, there's some property right here. I'm sitting on the border of the property, of the neighbor's property. And a couple of weeks ago, I watched him come out of a spot right here. And he went over to the neighbor's property and he fed in some oak trees all night. And he was bedded in the same area, so I'm anticipating that that's what he's going to do tonight. And I have an opportunity to shoot. I have an opportunity to shoot at the east and the west. I've got a really good setup right now. I mean, the wind is really good. The only thing I feel like that would kind of prevent me from shooting him tonight is time. But I feel like everything's lining up for tonight to work out. I was thinking, like, as bumped as I was a couple of weeks ago, when I did bump him and I did swing around the other end of the property, and I watched him come out of the bedding area and go to the oak area, go to these oaks over here, and started feeding all night. I mean, the intelligence on what I learned about him was worth it. So really that could have been just an observation sit that led to hopefully me killing him tonight. It feels like hunting is, especially hunting a buck like this, just a bunch of little puzzle pieces that are just coming together and everything kind of has to line up. And you have to learn as much as you can before you actually make your move. And I'm making my move today. It's about that time, baby. Like, I'm excited, man. Everything feels really good about tonight. The wind, the tree that I'm in, the way I got out here. My wife encouraging me to go. Like, I mean, there's been times where my wife really didn't want me to go hunting, and I went anyways, and just didn't feel good while I was up in the tree. Like, my conscience was bothering me, like I felt guilty. Like, I don't feel any of that tonight. Just feel like I'm at peace. Took a lot to get to this point, but I'm ready for the journey to end, man. Like, I'm tired. Meh. No way! No way! Oh my god! Oh my god! You've got to be kidding me. Man, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Oh my gosh. 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 That is amazing. Oh my gosh, dude. Babe, I got him! I got him! Woo!
Shut up! I was on the phone with my mom and I saw you FaceTime. I'm like, I gotta go. Are you kidding me?
He's dead.
Are
Right
you
in front
joking?
of me. No.
Was it a good shot?
Yeah, he's dead. Right here.
He's right in front of you?
50 yards away. Poor
What are you
guy.
gonna do?
I'm such a beautiful deer. Oh my gosh.
What are you gonna do?
Oh
How are you
my
gonna
gosh,
get
Rachel. I cannot believe that this happened. I was like so bummed. I was like, man, like how is this, how have I not seen him?
Oh my gosh. This was the night.
I didn't record what I did, but I started going and just making like a doe bleat noise,
Yeah.
and he came over.
Oh my gosh.
I got it all on film.
Oh my gosh. Dude.
I can't believe it. What am I gonna do, Rach? What am I gonna do?
What do you mean?
Do I have to leave right now?
You have to come to this.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna go. I love you. I'm gonna go.
I love you. I don't know how. Maybe you need someone to come there and stand to stay there.
Okay, I love you. I'm gonna make some calls.
Can you like tag it so that no one takes it?
No one's gonna take it.
Okay.
I love you. Bye.
Just tag it.
Here, Anthony just texted me. Let me call him.
Okay, call everybody.
All right.
Because I need you to leave in 10 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right, I love you. Bye.
I love you. Bye.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Hold on. You want me to go? I'm gonna get down. I'm gonna get down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get down. Hold up. Dude, Rachel, I have to leave in 10 minutes. Rachel has this party tonight that like, she's like, you can't be late. You can go, but you can't be late. She's like, I need you to leave like right now. Let me get down from the tree. I'll call you right back.
All right, see ya.
All right, you ready?
Holy crap. Wow.
Holy fuck. Oh my god, dude.
Jeez.
Heck yeah, man.
Wow, man. Congratulations.
Thanks, bro.
Holy cow.
Holy smokes, dude.
What did he do?
Okay, so I was all right, so I was like, okay, so I crawled to my spot. It probably took me probably 2 hours to go 130 yards. I ended up going on that X that I showed you, that white X.
Yeah.
And so, like, I'm bummed, dude. I'm not seeing anything. I'm grunting. And, like, I remember he wasn't responding to any grunts or anything. So, dude, I plugged my nose and just started doing, like, a doe bleat. Just at last light, like a couple minutes ago. And he came.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. What?
Where did he come from?
He came from the west.
Okay.
Dude, what a big boy. I gotta go, man.
Oh, hey, dude, congrats. What a cool way to wake up.
Huh?
I said, what a cool way to wake up.
I know, man. I'll hit you up later, though, alright? Alright, bye. Oh, man, what a wild ride. I just feel very speechless. I mean, I think about just how this all started a year ago. Was at my son's soccer practice and looked into a field across the street and noticed a pretty nice 10-point. And I just found out that you could hunt in the area and just started going to work in the spring. And I worked really hard. I knocked on a lot of doors, got a lot of no's, got a lot of rejections, but it's really become part of it for me, getting permission. There's nothing like getting permission from a stranger to entrust, to create just trust that, you know, you're not going to sue them, and just to go through all those challenges and everything like that. So, but once you get that yes, it just feels so good. And so it started a year ago though. Like, I just started to kind of do like a mile radius within where my son practices, and I identified a property, or identified a street that I figured would be, you know, house some pretty big bucks, and started working in the spring on getting permissions. Got one, got another one in the summer, and then finally just got permission on this property about 3 or 4 weeks ago. And I didn't know this buck was in the area. I don't think this is the buck that I saw, you know, last year. I got eyes on this buck in September, and I started going pretty hard at that point after him. I had a lot of challenges with this buck. You know, I bumped him a couple weeks ago, and I swung around the other side of the property, and I saw him about 150 yards away and grunted at him, and he started to make his way in towards me, and a group of doe got downwind of me and blew it for me. But I can't believe that this worked out tonight. I was starting to get really discouraged when I was sitting up in the stand tonight. Just I remember saying earlier, like, I thought everything was kind of lining up for tonight. I mean, the wind was right. I had him on camera this morning, and he's just a really smart deer. He wasn't bedding where I thought he was going to bed, so the camera that had the video of him this morning is on a southern end of the property, and I had a southern wind And so I hunted this bedding area that he was in this morning, but he ended up coming from the northwest, which makes sense because we had a south. He came from the south. He came from the northeast, and we had a southwest wind. So he's a really smart buck. He was getting in the corner of the property and he was smelling the whole area. I didn't record this, but towards just before he came, about 5 minutes before he came, I had been grunting, I've been making noises, wasn't getting any response from him, wasn't seeing anything. So the thing that brought him in was I actually went like this and made a doe bleat. And I did that a couple times, did a sequence like that, and sure enough, I mean, it might have been less than 5 minutes. I look up and look over to my east, and he started making a scrape, and that's when I turned the camera on and got great footage of him. I hit him a little high and a little back, but I'm pretty sure that he was quartering away, just slightly quartering away, and I think I double lunged him. He didn't run 50 yards, but wow, what an amazing buck. It's going to be pretty hard to beat this one. Just a very smart deer, very fun to hunt. But I'll tell you what, like I said earlier, man, like, it's only, a month into the season, but I'm just tired. I feel really tired. I hunted him pretty hard. I'm trying to get my son a deer, and just got a lot obviously just going on in the personal life. But man, just super grateful for my wife, always so supportive and always just encouraging me. But man, what a beautiful deer. I can't believe I'm holding this deer in my hands right now, and I'm very grateful. What an incredible animal. Thanks, buddy. All right, it's getting pretty late. I'm gonna clean them out, and hopefully I am not dragging this thing by myself, because that would suck. So I'm trying to get some buddies here, but everyone might be sleeping. So yeah.